Well, up to this point, you guys don't have any contracts at all.
Not until we went to San Diego.
Okay. So near the end of the tour, you guys get approached and you were handed contracts.
Yeah. I remember that day. I walked in, $75,000 check. This was the first time getting that kind of money. $75,000. You know, for to sign the contract. I picked the contract up, flipped it over, signed it. Had no representation, no lawyer, nothing. Hey, we was young, and we had nobody to talk to about that.
Right, but in the book, you even described how after going through the world-class wrecking crew experience and not having contracts and
didn't learn,
and not knowing about publishing and whatever else, you were like, okay, well, next time around, I'm going to learn. So you're handed this 120-page contract and a $75,000 check. You did not read one word.
I have no idea what was in it. It could have said dog, dog, dog. It just young, that kind of money. You just and you know, you don't have a manager. The manager is supposed to be going over all that and with the but the manager is also the labels manager.
Right.
So it's
Jerry Heller. So Jerry Heller was the one that gave you the contract?
It was his room. Walked right in there. I sure folded my check up and left with it.
Right. And everyone else signed. So Dre signed.
Yeah. I didn't know till later that Cube didn't sign.
Yeah, Ren signed, but Cube
did
not sign. Yeah. He said, this is not enough.
Yeah. I don't know what he said. We never...
Well, it was something like that, I'm sure.
Yeah. We never talked about it, though. That's the crazy part. We never really talked about that.
Right. But because he didn't sign and he was not contractually obligated to anything, he left the group.
Yeah, right at the end of the tour, which was probably a couple of weeks left in it. And then that last day, that was the last time I saw Cube for years.
Yeah. Well, and Dre's brother gets killed on that tour?
Yeah, during the tour.
During the tour, yeah.
Before the middle, kind of the early part, I remember being on the bus. I hear somebody crying. I'm like, who's that? I went back there and it's Dre, on his knees crying. I'm like, so I didn't really, I'm like, then somebody told me his brother got killed accidentally or got caught in a fight and got tripped and hit the curb.
Yeah.
So that's how he died. So that was crazy.